Alright guys, today I got this nice little cassette player, AM FM radio, CD player to scrap. So let's get going here. The antenna is brass. It's like nickel plated brass. You can even magnet only stick to it. Magnet's always nickel plated brass. We got here a little thing off the CD player. That's usually aluminum too. This one actually feels pretty heavy. It's tin. A nice little piece of tin there. So I'll get these speakers out of the way. Plastic. Stupid. Why does everybody gotta use Torx these days? Thin wire like this isn't really worth stripping. So this is number 2 coated copper. How do these come off? Oh, they slide. I don't know what kind of screws hold it in. What is this grill? The grill's 10. Get the grill off. That ain't gonna happen. Just smash it open. Some plastic. A stupid place to put the tweeter, just sitting in there, hanging in there. I figured they'd mount it up there. Now what I always do with my speakers, you could cut this out and get the voice coil out of it, because voice coil is number 2 copper. You could chisel a magnet off, because magnet's like 13 cents a pound, but I like to count the whole thing as copper bearing, because copper bearing is like 17 cents a pound. So I ain't gonna worry with a 10. That's plastic. Do the same with this one. That was pretty easy. Copper. What is this? Slide forward. Oh, it slid up. Where are my gloves? Before I cut my fingers all up, put my gloves on. Plastic. And remember, scrapping's good money. More copper bearing. Some plastic. Scrapping's good money. The faster you can do it, the more money you make. This thing ran on batteries too. It took 6D batteries. Lots of stupid Torxes. That doesn't do anything. this always does. Ooh, a transformer. Lost my bit. Some plastic, some more plastic. There's some number 2 circuit board, just the way it is. Number 2 coated copper. That's number 2 circuit board, just the way it is. I'm not going to do too much more down here. This is usually just all tin in here. I am going to get this motor out though. Come on. Let's try this maybe. I don't like to waste too much time. In a few more seconds, the scrapyard's going to have it with a motor in it. There. Copper bearing motor. This is all tin, even with all the plastic on it. I'm going to call that tin. Nice little piece of circuit board right here. See if I can get this out. It's got a potentiometer in there too. We got some plastic. What else we got? Nice big transformer. This is heavy. Sometimes I think the best way to go at stuff is with a hammer. Plastic. Number 2 circuit board. Just the way it is. Plastic, plastic, plastic. And that's the antenna, or that's the tuner control. Plastic. Just the way this is. Plastic wheel and all. Number 2 circuit board. It looks like a piece of copper. More screws. There's my magnet. These little things here are stainless. They're usually either brass or 400 grade stainless. The rods that the little CD trolley runs on. Another little copper bearing motor in there. It's out. That's about it for this. I want this piece of copper. Ah, it's just copper tape. Plastic. This I'm going to call a copper bearing. Alright. Oh, gotta do the transformer. Usually you just pull apart. You got some tin. Transformer. Transformer, you just clamp in a vise. That's how I like to do it. I like to just clamp it in a vise and run a hacksaw through it. Cut all the way through, and then you flip it over and pry the copper out from the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and put everything together and see what we got. Okay, we didn't do so bad. I got about two pounds of tin, about a half a pound of there's about a pound of copper bearing there. Got the antenna, a little piece of brass here, a nice little handful of number 2 copper. Got some number 2 coated copper. I got a nice piece of heavy melt, and I got some these speakers. I'm going to call these copper bearing. I've been doing it for a few years now, throwing them in my copper bearing bucket. They've never said nothing, so I'm just going to keep putting them in my copper bearing bucket. And a nice big pile of number 2 circuit board. There's definitely a couple pounds here. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.